Well, it's Michelli now with the free on the half-back line, outer side of the ground. He plays it around the wing. And here's a player who's been in a lot of the play since half-time, Hughes. Gets it down to the half-forward line. Said it is, who plays it up towards Rickman. Rickman battling away down there, but it's forced over the line and out of bounds.
Got to be more direct than that, Rex.
Yes, they do, and it's no good saying they've played well and they've tried well. They have to be more direct. They have to go into the tunnel area, centre half forward, and then straight through the centre if they can possibly do it.
18 minutes into the final quarter we are, and it's Williamstown doing the attacking. Kershaw getting the tap out from the ruck. Let's see where the little fellows are. No one able to get away with it. And there's Marty Lyons kicking it from the half-back line. The bounce is beaten Sate. And it's McLeod who gains possession for Sandringham. Up towards Wheeler, though. Wheeler couldn't get to the ball for Williamstown. And Gallagher is the player across here towards centre half forward. Up they go, and Eves it is who takes the mark at centre half forward.
Excellent play by Eves. He's been a focal point all day, and that's his 11th mark for the day.
All right, Eves with a kick towards Gorosidis, who couldn't take the mark. Trying to break his way through the pack was Swan, couldn't do so. And here's the opportunity now for Sandringham. There are three players there, with Morrison getting the kick back over his shoulder. And coming in at the last moment, Davids couldn't take the mark. It comes through to Simmons. Simmons going upfield with it towards the half-forward line and will pay the mark Williamstown's way. The players being very cleverly held there by... it's Brighty who gets the ball. Brighty across to Nankervis. Nankervis high in the air, right down to the forward zone. Here's the chance for Williamstown, and it was kicked by Fotheringham for another goal.
Minutes to create history here and kick 2 goals and win their first flag since 59. 98-87 on the Mitsubishi scoreboard. What a great game we've had. Been a magnificent contest. Bilby to Eves. Left foot around his body to full forward. Gorosidis and Morrison. Swan takes a chance and the Golden Greek takes the mark. Phil Cleary.
Well, it's the second time that Swan's played him from well behind. In fact, it wasn't his man, but the other bloke could have marked it and he should have been a bit closer, I think.
So Gorosidis, who hasn't kicked well at all today. 3 points. Can probably seal it up here, Rex, if he goes.
Yes, he's just asking to be shown the mark because Wheeler's going to take a run. I think excellent play by Morrison then to keep the opposition out with legal shepherding. And this is a vital kick by the Golden Greek.
So Gorosidis from 30 metres out, drop punt. I think he's missed it. Behind. Really, you had a situation last week with Kenny Mansfield who could have almost sewn it up, Phil, and that was a similar situation.
Very similar. They can break your heart, actually, but I think Sandy might just have a little bit up their sleeve.
They're 2 goals in front, 14-15 to 12-15. The Seagulls have got to take a chance here, Rex. They've got to go straight down the middle.
They've got to take a chance. Any shadow of any piece of light at the end of the tunnel, they've got to go for it to get out of jail.
So Swan to DiMartino, wide. Hughes, who's been an outstanding competitor in this half, absolutely outstanding, all over his back, and again it's going to be a ball up. Well, Phil, I think we both thought that he might tie halfway through the third quarter, but he's got a heart as big as a Melbourne Town Hall.
It's a credit to him, actually. He's played a tremendous last half.
20 possessions Ian Gibbs tells us in the last half. Rickman uses his bottom to advantage and did it well. Great tackle, and Rickman again almost takes it. Quick kick away by Christensen. Davidson to full forward. Brewer are behind. Could be important though, Rex. Puts them within 2 kicks.
Yes, it does. 2 straight kicks and the Zebras are down the drain. But what pressure football. This is what grand finals are all about. No fancy stuff, but real blood and guts effort by both sides.
On the Mitsubishi scoreboard, Sandringham 99, Williamstown 88, out to the half-back line, and Mercer comes in to take the mark for Sandy. Now Mercer from this position around the wing on the outer side of the ground. Players set themselves. Getting under it is Bilby. He failed to take the mark and it's gone over the line and out. All right, Williamstown down by 11 points at the moment. crowd just simmering here. All it needs is Williamstown to get another goal and it'll be on. They've been playing 23 minutes into the final quarter. Time starting to run out, and here it goes, and it's Gallagher who gains possession. He plays it up here in the direction of Mannix. Mannix failed to take the mark. A pick up by Dimartina. Dimartina down towards that forward zone. No one able to take it here, but players with the ball in front of them. Said has it for Sandringham around the wing on the outer side of the ground. Collins traps the ball. He hand passes this time to Brian Said. Brian Said with a short pass to Morrison, and Morrison has accepted the pass. So Morrison well within scoring range for Sandringham. Came out to take the ball. He's not wasting any time. Puts it on its way. Goal umpire comes back. If it gets the distance, no, it's a behind. So it makes it exactly 2 goals the difference.
Well, it's not over yet, and I tell you what, let's not throw any accolades around, but Williamstown have come from the dead. They snuck into the fore courtesy of Coburg, and boy, have they done themselves proud today.
Free kick to Nankervis, Phil. So Nankervis from half-back, almost into time on. Took all day to handball, not good. Dimartino. Now he's got to use Simmons, didn't. Goes wide. Wants Fotheringham very badly here to tap on. Bryant, he's got it. Good tackle by Hetherington. James fell over. He's done that a lot today, the little fellow. McLeod, great tackle by Cale. James, he's got to use it. He's got Fotheringham, and not a good kick. Out of bounds. That was awful, Rex.
Yes, it was. But look, people make mistakes under pressure, Bruce. This is a great contest. Things will go your way and things will go against you. What a fantastic thing it is for the V.F.A. today.
So Bridie and Hetherington. Now Said, this is Brendan. Great kick to Mannix. Well, not so great. Wrong Bruce. Too long. Wheeler's got it. It's got to be 15 against Mannix. To Murphy. Rickman's on a lead. Got him. You can kick this, Rex.
Well, he kicked 2 from this position last week, and it's not over yet. Don't start saying Sandringham's got it yet, Bruce, because they haven't. I tell you what, this Williamstown side will not lay down.
Well, this is exactly the position that Rickman kicked 2 outstanding goals last week against Coburg. Poor Phil Cleary keeps thinking about it.
You're certainly rubbing it in. I hope he kicks it to show that last week wasn't a fluke.
Well, he hasn't kicked well today, Rickman. He's 60 metres out. He's kicked 2-4. It's a drop punt. It's a great kick. Have a look at that. It's home. They're within a goal.
Davidson up towards the forward zone, and he's marked it again, Rickman.
Phil, that was
a sensational mark, and that certainly is the mark of the day. Have a look at that for a mark. Yeah, put that one in, that's it.
Got me on.
That was 26 minutes into the final quarter. Tony Banks.
Coach, he's done the same thing 2 weeks in a row. Can he win it for you?
Of course he can. Of course he can.
This is Rickman from 60 metres out, directly in front.
All right, Rickman lining them up. Started to move in. 2 players up there on the mark again. As he comes in, puts it on its way. This one won't do it. It's offline. Up they fly for it, and it's through. No, it's over the line and out of bounds.
Into time on, Phil. Into time on.
27 minutes of play here in the final quarter. And it won't be a long quarter either. Here it comes back in. Brewer gets pulled around the neck. Umpire allows the play to continue. It will be a ball up right in front of the Williamstown goal. Exactly 1 goal the difference on the Mitsubishi scoreboard. That was a brilliant mark by Rickman. We'll be replaying the marks for the series. That's from the Mitsubishi Dealers Series right after this game is over. But a ball up again, right in front of the goals for Williamstown. 22,341 people here, as there was a chance then for Davidson to kick it, but it was smothered, and it will be a ball up again. Coming up to the 28-minute mark in the final quarter.
So more than 22,000 people here, many more thousand at home have enjoyed a magnificent contest. Bad bounce, I'd want that one back if I was Williamstown. Wheeler, what a game he's played. What a captain coach he's been. James, now the little fella's got to get it on quickly. He's got Davidson, he's found him. Now Stan the man is a long way out, Rex Hunt, but can he drill it home?
Well, he's got the experience, the man from Bairnsdale, and I tell you what, this will be a far cry from the Mitchell River Oval, where 250 people here. He's got 20,000 hearts really pumping overtime here.
So Stan Davidson drop punt, goal square. Kershaw used the body. Oh, yes! Not paid. Only man to touch it. Pratt with a left footer. Hughes tries to lift those legs of his, and it's going to be a ball in. What do you think, Rex?
Last man standing affair to be quite, well, categorically it wasn't a mark, and I think it was a good decision.
Righto, and the ball on the outer side of the ground on the half-forward line for Williamstown. They're doing all the attacking at the 29-minute mark. Let's check the attendance again. Resurgence of the V.F.A. Last year, 8,600. This year, 22,340. And look at this crowd down here.
Roscoe!
For V.F.A. football. Well, let's have a look at this, Rex Hunt. Good stuff for V.F.A. football, and Phil, you must feel very proud about the situation as well today.
I think it was a beautiful game, actually, and I must take my hat off to Bob Kelly. I haven't said that much about him today. I think it's a tremendous effort by him to get Sandringham through to a premiership. There's been a lot of talk that they weren't a good final side, and they've gone and done it today, so a great exhibition.
Excellent effort too for Ross Brewer to swap Guernseys there. Good old-fashioned stuff, and the resurgence of the great era of the V.F.A. in the 1970s. Have a look at that crowd. Go Zebs, they really did. Let's not forget Williamstown, and let me make one mention, Phil, as the Sandringham Premiership Cup for 1985 goes in the air. There was not one piece of spite in today's game. The umpires were not needed to break anything up in the game, and it was real good old-fashioned hard football here today.
Eves has won the Norm Gossman medal, Phil, so the V.F.A. selectors have agreed with us that Mark Eves with his 5 goals. It was a splendid performance from centre half forward, and there's Bob Keddy, absolutely delighted, and so he should be. What a year it's been. It's a team game, Rex, but they've won the Liston medal and they've won the premiership.
Well, it's a fitting thing, and I just feel a little bit for Williamstown, and I also feel for Coburg. I know that Sandringham were really shuddering in their boots at the fact that Coburg had that sensational run, and there's no justice in football, and let alone V.F.A. football. Williamstown, I believe, are equal, if not better than Sandringham on today's game, but Sandringham have that trophy, and Coburg, well, they wait for next year. With all those young players in Williamstown and Coburg sides, it looks like being a great even season again next year.
All right, and they're still celebrating out in the dales. Bob Caddy there, posing for the photographs.